All right. Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'm going to give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Hakadosh. I want to say double honor to our elders, our great apostle, great millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well, being a great example to Israel. All right, man, the elect. I want to say peace and blessings to the humble elect on the four corner, pushing the truth and sincerity. All right, that great song, this your brother Botches come with a quick lesson. All right, in the spirit of power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Shai. And basically, you can see the title. So, who are the real Jews? You know what I'm saying? And Lord willing, this only for education purpose use only. You know, no monetary gain. And Lord willing, this lesson be edified. While I lay the law down, because basically, I'm playing a little video. As you can see, racial segregation and concrete poverty, right? Concentrated poverty. It's the history of houses in Black America. All right, meaning what it was systematic design. All right, did you look at every city, every state? It's the same shit. The same thing go on in every city, every state in America. All right, as it evolved around the so-called Black community, and when you're dealing with Esau, because when you go into the good neighborhoods, now you're starting to see, all right, as prophecy being fulfilled. All right, Esau losing his grip, they losing their power. All right, they no longer have their authority. All right, that here it is. If we look at them wrong, they get to hang us, or we say something to them, or anything in that form of fashion. They had the rights to do whatever they want to do to us, and here it is. There's nothing we can do about it. See, that is changing. That's why I put the title Deuteronomy 37. All right, because here it is. We starting to see that unfold in a small anchor, but guess what? It's only gonna grow. All right, it's only gonna grow, but in due time. All right, that Deuteronomy 37 gonna take a full effect, man. All right, it's gonna be upon our enemies, man, and those that hate us. All right, when we're dealing with Esau, Edom chiefly. All right, then the other nations, man. When you go into Psalms, the 83rd chapter. But we fell in that predicament because we disobeyed Yahweh Shema Shah. But this only proof. All right, this is proof right here to show you that who are the real Jews, man. All right, I'm gonna play the little video. Like I say, Lord willing, y'all brothers to be edified. While I lay the law down. Check this out. Let y'all read that for a minute. See, intentional racial demonstration and segregation by the federal government. You see that? By the federal government. We understand who the power of this world is. You see, who's sitting in this federal seat as the government? All right, Esau Edom. All right, remember the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right. And matter of fact, I gotta grab another precept to bag that up. Uh, let me go into this Micah 2:1. See, it's Micah 2:1. Yeah, see that it say, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon the beds. When the morning light they practice it, because in the power of their hands, man." So when you go back into it says what intentional. You see racial. You see this was intentional. All right. And it says discrimination. All right, and segregation by the federal government. You see that as a principal cause of concentrated property. A what? A respond to seal and watchers, whatever it is, you know. But here it is. You get the point. federal government, man. Speaking on Esau Edom, as Michael 2:1 says, all right, because they practice it because what is in the power of their hands, and they cover fields and take them by violence, all right, and houses and take them away. So they will oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. That's Esau Edom all day. So let me keep going with this video. It's the fucking devil, man. See, it was a project, and it worked. But reason why it worked because of what? Prophecy. All right, when you go into Deuteronomy 28 chapter, all right, 15 on down. You see? So it worked because that was the Lord's plan. It wasn't of Esau. You know, that's why the Lord said he created all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. All right, so the Lord, all right, put this devil in place for this particular time, man, to bring evil upon our people. All right, the Lord cold, man, but let's keep on watching. You see that? But that's going to the curses too. Like I say in Deuteronomy 28 chapter, as we shall go to him for the wants of all things. You see, food, clothes, shelter. All right, who we go to? We go down to Egypt for their help. You see, why? Due to the curses. So, who tell me who are the real Jews? You know, when we're looking at these so-called Jews that's in Israel right now, they don't fit these curses. All right, they don't hold up to the standard. All right, of being looked down, spit upon. All right, known as the bywords and the proverbs. You see, these not the people. So who are the real Jews, man? Let me keep going, cause I'm looking at word up ghetto. See, ghetto gonna say it all. All right. Yeah. And reason why ghetto gonna say it all because this is where predominantly the so-called black people at. They in the ghetto. All right. And when you look at the northern tribe, it's called barrios. All right. It's another form of what ghetto poverty. All right. The scripture's gonna explain it. And here it is. They not black people. You know, we trying to get that black out of Jake mind. You know, 2 plus 2 is 4, man. All right, you reading the scripture, you'll see that the Lord had dealt with Israel, man. All right, them people that came over here on slave ship was like Israelites. They weren't black African American, man. You know, Jay got to wake up out of that illusion, man. All right, now they're starting to say truth over tradition, man. All right, truth over that tradition. It's high time to wake out of sleep, man. We not black. We are Israelites, man. All right. Right, it let you know right there. It said in the HUD, the Department of Housing and Urban Development. Meaning it was already a systematic design, man. All right, he placed niggas over here, then he placed his people over there, man. All right, the so-called Jews is over there overseas don't fit this curse, man. It's a curse. See that? Meaning what? You was only restricted, all right, to buy certain houses. You was restricted to be in certain parts of the city. You know, it's not like how it is today because you got so-called black people that that moved up in society. Yeah, they a lawyer or a doctor. You know, they ball players, so they living among Esau. You know what I'm saying? But When you're going back in this time, it wasn't so. You see, but that's letting you know that Esau is losing his power. You know, that's what it boiled down to. All right, these so-called white people ain't got it like they used to. All right, they landed. All right, they was put there, they was forced there, they were pushed there. All right, by who? By the government. As just said, the federal government was a sponsor of urban renewal. All right, see that? It's all systematic design, man. Back to Michael, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. You see that? When the morning is light, they practice it because it's what is in the power of their hand. So where do you get all men are equal from? You see, where do you get every man is equal? Everybody on the earth is equal. Where you get that from when they treated us like this? Where do you get all white people are good when they treated us like this? Don't make sense. Don't make sense. Said which was intentional design, but she's speaking on a highway system. And watch how she break the highway system down. It's cold. It's skipping. You see that? She said I-95 and I-65, something like that. She said bulldozer right through predominant black areas. You see? Damn, man. Look at that. Who that is? That's Jake. Matter of fact, let me get into these scriptures. That's Jake, man. All day. So let you know who are the real Jews, man. According to the Bible. All right. According to the scriptures, that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the scriptures, man. A lot of people don't want to deal with the scriptures. All right. But we're gonna deal with the scriptures, man. This Deuteronomy 28. Right. I'm gonna start with the one because we so that they're gonna do the one. It says shall claim hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power to observe and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, and the Lord Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all nations. We disobeyed the Lord. We broke that covenant. You see that? Now that covenant, or when you're speaking of a new covenant, they're gonna have to be what? Written in our inward parts. They're gonna have to be in our mind. You see that? Because we broke the first covenant. So let's go on down to 15. It says, verse 15, because them are the blessings. So verse 15 is going into the curses. But it says, but if thou shalt but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses, you see that? All these curses shall come upon thee and what overtake thee. You see? So when we go into these curses, it said, curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field. The field represents what? Your jobs. We curse, man. We are what? We are the first, we are the last hire, the first fire on every occasion. Niggas I already know. All right, we are cursed, man. You see, and it says, curse shall thou be thy basket, not storehouse, meaning what? It's going to the money, the financial. All right, and there's another one I can go to real quick. Hosea 1:6. It's Hosea 1:6. Now check this out. Come on. Hold on. No, that's 6:1. I'm gonna look it up like this. Bag full of hoes. Hold on. This how we're gonna do it. No, Hosea 1:6. But let me see. Yeah. Haggai 1:6. Okay, so like the Haggai 1:6. Then it says, "Ye have sown much and bring in little." You see that? Because Jake all about that overtime. They always gotta be on the grind. You know what I'm saying? But that's going back to slavery too. We have sown much. You know, we put in so much work. But what? And bring in little. Your check ain't shit. You know, you barely eating, you barely surviving. Look at the minimum wages. You know, especially going back 5, 6, 7 years ago, even on down. You know, the minimum wage sucks, man. $6.75, $7, $8. You know, they ain't paying you nothing, but guess what? You sewing so much, you doing so much work. You know, but you bringing in little, you barely surviving. Why? Because that is a curse, man. Letting you know who you are. These so-called white people, they don't go through that. All right? They have more than a heart can wish. When you go into Psalms, the 96th chapter, the 76th chapter. They got a heart, hey, they ain't worried about nothing. It's you nigga that worrying about is your rent gonna get paid. You know, they gonna repossess your car. It's you niggas. You know, it's not the other nations. All right? And it said, but ye have not enough. We don't have enough. Ye drink, but ye not filled with drink. All right? Ye clothes, but what? There is none warm. You barely making it. You walking on thin ice, nigga. That's us. All right? And ye have, it said, and he that earning wages, which going to your job, right? Earning wages to put into what? A bag with holes. Come on, man. That's Jake. Soon you get your paycheck, it's already gone. It's already accounted for. I got to pay this. I got to pay that. I got to do this. I got to do that. It's gone. It's like a bag of holes. You put a whole fucking, you know, you can put a whole stack in there. It's gone. It's gone. Your paycheck gone, man, before you get it. That's what it's speaking on, man. The curses. But let me go back to Deuteronomy. All right, 28. So let just understanding, all right, who are the Jews? All right, who are the true Jews, man? Because them niggas over there ain't going through that. And I cut grass, all right, in the so-called Jewish community. All right, in the synagogue, you know, when you come in Memphis, you know, so you go down Poplar, you know, and like right before you get to Ridgeway, you know, so they got their own little big ass community and shit. You can come out Wild Oak Grove too, you know what I'm saying, Wild Oak Grove, and you get in their little ass community. It ain't little, but I'm just saying, but then they got some fat ass houses, but they got their synagogue too, like next door to where I cut one of the so-called white man grass at. You know, they got a synagogue right there, and they ain't hurting. You know, in that little community right there, here it is in 2023, they still ain't got no blinds on their window. You know, they still ain't got nothing covering up their windows and shit. So you know that community straight. You know, they ain't hurt for nothing, but they so-called Jews though. You know, letting you know they ain't the real people because they don't fit now one of these goddamn curses. You know, don't fit now one of these curses. All right. So let me get to Deuteronomy 28 and 19. And it said, curse thou be when thou comest in, and curse thou be when thou goest out, man, as you being born, all right, and when you die, you curse. You curse, man. All right. And it said 20, it said, and the Lord shall send upon thee cursing, all right, vexation and rebuke, and all that thou sittest thy hand unto for to do. You see that? So in no way, you know, that's why Jake go through so much shit. Jake like, man, I'm gonna try to start this business. This shit lasts for like 3 months, 4 months. It don't last long. Why? Because the curses. Further let you know who are the true Jews, because all these curses came upon you Israelites, man. It didn't come upon Esau, the so-called Africans, the so-called Arabs, the Arabs, the East Indians. It didn't come upon them. It came upon you so-called Negroes, man, Latino, Native American, Hispanics. All right? And it says, the Lord Yahweh shall send upon thee curses, vexation, and rebuke in all that thou sittest thy hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until what thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. All right, going to our forefathers, which we are our forefathers, we disobeyed Yahweh Shema Shop, man. All right, therefore we get our ass whooped. You know, lesson learned. You know, and then it says, because I'm just going to certain precepts, I'm gonna run to 30. And it says, verse 30 said, thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather grapes thereof. And it happened to us in slavery, and it's happening to us now. All right, as men willingly commit adultery. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got a woman, you've been married with her for, you know what I'm saying, 10 or maybe 3 years, 4, 5, 7 years. Guess what? Another nigga popping them. You know, but you know this ultimate fit the so-called white man because that's what they done until slavery. But you also accounting that to now. That's what's happening. But it's going back to what? To the curses. All right. Then it's verse 32. It said, thy fruits of the land, it's like it. Verse 32. Thy son and thy daughter shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fare with long for them all the day long, and there shall no might what in thy hand. No might shall be in thy hand. You see that? That happened to you so-called Negroes, man, when y'all came out here on the slave ship. That didn't happen to them so-called Jews over there in Israel right now, man. All right, defiling our land, man, with all that bullshit they got going on. It's not speaking of them, man. It's speaking of us, man. All right, Israelites. But guess what? Niggas don't read. You know? Let me go down, jump to 43. All right, and it says, verse 43, it said, the strangers that is within thee shall get above thee very high, and thou shalt come what down very low. And you see that when you're dealing with the music industry, because who in control of the music industry? The so-called Jews. You know, the so-called Jews. So they got above us very high. You know, even until everything you add upon the world, man, everything you can look at. All right, who own it? Who run it? Who designed it? But you got to look at who work inside there. You know, who helped bringing the money, you know what I'm saying, to the door? Niggas. So we were brought down very low, man, to be servants. You know, that's why the scripture speaks about I have seen servants upon horses. All right, because Esau was known as a servant, but we came down very low, man, to be servants. And this fucking devil is above us very high, man. All right, in all things. But the change is coming because Deuteronomy 28 and Deuteronomy 30 and 7. All right. So I'll go down to 46. It said, let me read 45. It said, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee. Did it not? Till thou be destroyed. Is we not destroyed? Our mind destroyed. You know, our women, you know, our children, you know, we destroyed. It's over with. It's the Spirit of the Lord that still got us available, all right, in mercy. You see, it's the Spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. It's got us still focused. If it weren't for Yahweh Shema Shah, we'll be destroyed, man. You know? It said, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded us thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon thy seed forever. And this the sign. Let me go back to the beginning. This the sign. See, this the sign right here. See, that's the sign. As it said, all right, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon what thy seed forever, man. So this how you know, all right, who are the true Jews according to the scriptures. As you said, the ghetto, right? In the ghetto. Let's see who in the motherfucking ghetto then. All right, let's see who in the ghetto according to the, you know, the etymology. All right, ghetto, 1610. It said part of a city in which Jews. Let me highlight that thing right there. Jews are compelled to live. So who in the ghetto? Who in the ghetto? Niggas. All right. So they let you know the real Jews are who you so-called Negroes, man. All right. And I'm gonna back that up with a precept. Then it said a part of the city where Jews are restricted. All right. Did we not just see that right here? Intentional racial discrimination and segregation restricted by the federal government, man, as a principal cause. You see that? Come on, man. 2 plus 2 is 4. So let's go into Revelation real quick, man, to bag that ghetto up. All right, now here it is. This is this is Revelation 2 and 9. It said, I know thy works and tribulation. And what? And poverty. Uh-oh. Dude, we got that word right there. What that mean? What that word say? Poverty. You see that? It's adding up, ain't it? Poverty. It says, well, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. How are we rich? We rich in spirit. All right, we got the kingdom. You see? But thou art rich. We say, and I know the blasphemy of them. Hold on, not everybody of them, because everybody not calling themselves the Jews. You know, everybody not saying that they from the tribe of Levi. You know, you got a particular race that's saying they from the tribe of Levi. You know, so it said, I know the blasphemy of them, which say they are what? They are Jews. Uh-oh. I wish I could highlight that motherfucker. Because when you go back to where Jews compare to live at, but we're looking at the word ghetto. So here it is. The blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not. They not. Because they don't fit none of the curses. You got the women trying to shave their heads, but then you got, you know what I'm saying, the niggas trying to wear the two things. You know, it don't fit. It don't fit, man. All right, the homicals and shit. Like, come on, man. We say they are Jews and what are not. They not. But are the what? The synagogue of Satan. When you go nowhere synagogue, it means chief house. You know what Satan means? The adversary. All right. I got another one. Revelation 3 and 10. It says, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan. Make who? Esau. All right. Which say they are what? Jews. They say they are Jews. Did not speak about in Jeremiah. They say our bastards and shall dwell in Ashdod. All right. And another people should call by their name. But it said, behold, I will make them as the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but what? Do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I am what? That I have loved thee. Who he loved? Israel. But he hated who? He hated Jacob. I mean, it's like slip of the tongue, he hated Esau. I ain't fuck you, Satan. You know? Because he said, what? Jacob have I loved, but what? Esau have I hated. But he loved Israel not because we were more in number. You know, it speaks about it in there. I think that Deuteronomy, look that up real quick. Now we were more in number. See that where that pull up. Yeah, see the Deuteronomy 7:7. It said the Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because you were more in number than any people, for ye were the what fears of all people. But he loved Israel, right? Let me go into that Deuteronomy 7:7. Get some meat out there right quick. All right. And it says, well, I started 6. It said, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord Yahweh thy power. The Lord Yahweh thy power have chosen thee to be a special people to himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. But what happened? We disobeyed the Lord. We broke that covenant. You know? And it says, the Lord Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fears of all people. But because the Lord Yahweh loved you, and because he will keep the oath which he have sworn unto your father, which is who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, their promise. You see that? That's the oath that he made. Did not say that he is a man that he shall not lie. All right, so he made a promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, that we will receive the kingdom. So he said, because he will keep his oath, which he have sworn unto your fathers, and the Lord Yahweh brought you out of his mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, which he's going to do again in this second Egypt, from the hands of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. So here it is, we're in the second Egypt, and the Lord finna what? He finna bring us with that mighty hand, which is who? Yahweh Shah. All right? He finna bring us out of slavery, out of captivity. That's what bondman mean, man. All right? So going back once again, who are the real Jews according to the scriptures? Because we see what ghetto mean, and we understand who in the ghetto just by this. All right, and let me see some more on there. I think this what was it right here, and I'm gonna just close it out. said they spent millions of dollars. See that? Black. Come on, bro. Come on. I don't use that as a purgative. I use it as a description. Come on, descriptor. Come on, man. And everybody know about the Jim Crow law. All right. Know why these devils look. President going back to who? Those that had a power. You see, the earth was given to the hand of the motherfucking wicked, which is who? Esau. This is the fucking Edomite, man. Fucking devil. All right, who ought to be destroyed, man. You know, Deuteronomy. I'm gonna end it on there right there. Deuteronomy 30 and 7, man, because I got it quoting up there. All right, but this is what's gonna happen, man. This is gonna be that transition of power. All right, that's why we gotta endure. You know, this is the condition of the battle, man. We gotta go through it. But you know, give praise to you, how about Shema Shai for bring you out of that darkness, man. All right, to the understanding. All right. But this is Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And it said, and the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemy and on them that hate thee, was persecuted thee. Now go to sleep on that. You know, meditate on that. So you think about all the atrocities, you know, all the, you know, the rape, rob, and murder the so-called white men have done unto us, and just think about how it's gonna be done unto them, but in righteousness. You know, all the lynches, the hanging and the killing and the, you know, just think about it, just meditate on it and put yourself in their shoes and try to put them in your shoes. You know, just think about it tonight. You know, because that's what's gonna happen. All the curses that we went through, when you look at Deuteronomy 28 chapter, it's gonna go upon them. But remember, double, man. Shit. You know, double, man. According to her works, man. So, but like the title say, who are the real Jews, man? It gotta be you niggas, man. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Spaniards, man. We are the children of Israel, man. All right, we are the children of Israel. We feel all the curses. All right. So, Lord willing, y'all brothers and sisters edified. Next time, Shalom, Baba Baba, Baraka Akim. Hey, DTA, baby.